Morning guys, Craig Adkins here and welcome to another weekend outdoors. Today we are fishing for hybrid bass and it's the middle of October and it's supposed to be 85 degrees today, and I'm telling you today will be the last 80-degree day I get to fishing until next May, so I'm going to take advantage of it. The barometer's right, the conditions are right to catch a lot of fish today, but I'm doing something a little different. On my way out here I stopped and threw a casting net and caught some shad to use for bait. So I brought mussels and I've got some shad. I've been out here for about an hour and 15 minutes catching bait and trying to find the fish. They weren't where they were the last time I was here. So I'm anchored in about 18 feet of water right now, and I started picking fish up out in between 18 and 16 feet, and they're suspended still about 9 feet deep. 9, I've seen a few of them around 11. So we're just going to put a mussel on one and a shad on the other and see if we can't put some wipers in the boat today. So stick around, let's see what happens next. Oh, there's one right there. Oh, I gotta catch up with him. There we go. Oh, now he wants to fight me. Oh, I thought this might have been a little one, but ain't nothing little about this guy. It's a good fish. I keep my eye on that shad because come on over here. Boy, you don't want to give up. Oh, that's a good fish. Oh, that is a nice one. That's a big old fatty. That is a big old fatty. Look at that. Heck yeah. That one's 19, 20 inches. Big and fat thing. Man, oh man. Oh yeah. All right. You get on out of here. And that was on the mussel. That's like I think that was the third bite I've had on the mussels since I've anchored, and I've only been anchored about 20 minutes. So things are getting started pretty quick here this morning. It's about 9 o'clock, a little after 9. And I didn't anchor until about, I don't know, 15 till 9 or something like that. So I haven't been here very long. I've missed a few of them on the shad. I had a couple hits on the shad and 3 hits on the mussel so far. And I've only put 1 fish in the boat. Betty? Oh, that is a fish. Oh, there we got him. See how that other line. Oh, this is another good fish. Oh, he's a heavy one too. I'm gonna have to net him. Look at that. Oh man. Yeah, that's a good fish. Okay, you ready? That was on a mussel too. All right, got him. Yeah, that one was on a mussel too, man. Oh, that's a good fish. All right, there's a big fatty. That's a solid 20-incher there. Big and thick. Man, is he fat. That's a nice fish. Yeah, he's solid 20. Man, I love catching those. That is a fun size to catch right there. And especially when you get into them and they're all this big or bigger. Man, that's fun. All right, let's get him in the water. Get back at it. You know, it's very important when you're fishing for hybrid bass to keep your lines separated. You know, I try to keep them as far away as possible, and today is not real possible because it's so windy and they keep wanting to come together. So I've got one way out and one closer to the boat to try to keep them from getting into each other's line, because when you hit a big fish, you know, sometimes they'll take off and man, it seems like they just run for that other line every time. And man, when you know, there's been a couple times when, oh, there's one right there. That's on a shad. He's coming right to me. Now he's going right to that other line. Oh, he got the other line. You son of a gun. You dirty dog. This is our first fish on the shad. We've had several hits. Well, not several, maybe three. Oh, this is a good one. He's got me all tangled up in the other one. Son of a gun. Oh, what a nightmare. I hate that. I've been all morning trying to keep these lines out of each other, and they were quite a ways away, and he got into it anyway. Might get real lucky here and get this out. All right, there we go. First fish on the shad. That's a good 18-incher. Heck yeah. Taking me, man, they are just gorging themselves on those shad. They are so fat. I know you can't tell by looking on a GoPro. That doesn't do the fish justice at all. But I'm telling you, he's a big fatty and a lot of fun to catch. I wish you were a lot bigger. You're going to tangle up my line. I was lucky enough to get my line untangled though pretty easy. It wasn't quite as bad as I thought, but anyway, we got us one on the shad, so we'll bait that up again and see if we can't catch us some more. You know, I don't fish with shad very often. And the reason is because the mussels are so convenient. You know, I can bring them to the lake with me. I can launch my kayak and come out here and get right to work catching fish. And like this morning, I spent, 25-30 minutes looking for shad and netting them when I could have just used the mussels and come out here anchored and spent 25-30 more minutes catching fish instead of netting shad. And the shad are not really producing for me today. Most of my fish are coming on the mussels. So from April to November, the mussels produce for me real well. So the convenience, they're inexpensive, they save me a lot of time, give me more time on the water fishing. Why not use mussels? And I'll tell you, even when they're blowing up on the surface and going crazy, feeding on shad, they will always stop and take a mussel. This morning we started out at 18 feet of water, and we were catching quite a few fish, and then all of a sudden it dried up, and we went, and my rule of thumb is you go 30 minutes and you're not marking any fish or bait on your depth finder, it's time to move because the fish moved. And that's what happened this morning. The wind picked up, it got really windy, and with 20-mile-an-hour gusts, and so they could either went down to the very windy end of the lake, or maybe they came up to the protected end of the lake. So I went down to the windy end of the lake first because I was closer to that end of the lake, and checked it out, and I didn't mark anything down there. No bait, no nothing. So I pedaled it back up here to the protected end of the lake and started marking fish. So we've anchored in 26 feet of water, and we haven't been here long, and had a few bites already, and seems like that move to have paid off. So that's a good strategy, and a good rule of thumb. You go 30 minutes and you're not marking fish or bait, it's time to move and go find the fish. Oh, there went one right there. Oh man, oh, that's a good one right there. There's a good one. That's the best one of the day. Best one of the day. This one's heavy. Oh, he's coming to the boat too. And this one is on a mussel. Yeah, this is a good quality fish here. He's not no 18-incher. Ooh. Come on. All right. Oh, we got us a big old good one. Woo! See, that move paid off for us this morning. Look at that big old fatty. Woo-hoo-hoo. That's a solid 22 to 24 incher right there. Oh man, that's fun. Nicest fish of the day so far. And that was on a mussel. Gotta love those mussels. Heck yeah. All right, let's get him back in the water. See if he's got a big brother out there. Man, you gotta love catching fish like that. Man, that went clean to China. This one's on a mussel too. He swam right to the boat. Man, this is one thing I like about wiper fishing. They don't care what time of day it is. They just eat all the time. And here it is, almost noon. I'm still catching fish. I probably had, in the last 20 minutes, 6 or 7 bites. All right, here we go. All right. Man, gotta love that. When everybody else, just about everybody else on the lake is giving up, I'm still catching fish. All right, there's a 18-incher. And it is 11:45 in the morning. Still catching nice quality, fun-sized fish. And that one was on a mussel too. Mussel still doing it. Every bite I had today with the shad have been on a dead shad. So I've had quite a few bites, and we've caught a few fish on the shad today, but every bite and every fish I had came on a dead shad. So trying to keep a shad alive is near impossible in the summertime, unless you have a big giant tank and treated water and stuff. It is nearly impossible. And even if you did keep them alive, once you put them on a hook and throw them out here in the water, they're going to die in a few minutes anyway. So you don't have to worry about that, because it's a fresh kill, and hybrid bass don't care. They'll eat it as long as it's fresh, and they'll still take it. So like I said, all of my hits and my fish on shad today have come on dead shad. Oh, there it goes. There's one on a shad. I'm just getting ready to reel that in. Just getting ready to reel that in when that thing went under. And check it, because I haven't had a bite on that thing in a long time. It's a good one. Oh man, come on. There we go. Yeah, that's only the second fish on a shad today that I've landed. Had several bites, but that's only the second fish. There you go. Alrighty. There's another one. Oh, that's a good one. That was on a mussel I just put out. What's this swimming to the boat stuff? Ah, got him. All right. Man, I just threw that right out, and he had her. There you go. Another fun size. Man, I love catching those things. You know, without a doubt, the mussels outscored the shad probably 3-4 to 1. I never took that bet this morning, but I'm as surprised as anybody. But you know, it just goes to show you, I've caught hundreds and hundreds of hybrid bass on mussels. So when they're convenient as they are, inexpensive, they leave no mess in the boat, don't make your hands stink or anything like that, why not fish with mussels? You know, they catch lots of fish. So there you have it, guys. Go out and get yourself some mussels and start catching these wipers. I'm tired of catching them all by myself. We'll see you on the water.